Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. This is April with the Travel Collective and yourphototravelguide.com. Tonight we had a great session on packing tips. We tried to talk about the debate between rolling and laying things flat. I think a lot of us kind of do a combination of both. When you've got a suitcase, you often have spaces where it does make more sense to roll in between the bars in the bottom of your suitcase or to fill in spots and gaps. We shared tips on things like bar soaps. It was an all women's group discussion, so it was a lot of good information. I'll put my links in the show notes. This is a bar soap I got from Amazon, and this is just a container. It's actually for crayons. I got it at the dollar store, but it kind of helps me to have things that are colored and like the seals. It's easy to leave this open when I'm at a hotel, and it kind of dries the soap out a little in between usings. Always try your bar soap for your shampoo at home before you go, because there are different kinds, some for dry hair, some for oily hair. And you really got to test it out and see what works for you. You can also cut the bars down in size if you want something smaller. You're not going to be gone as long. Um, Other things I like, I subscribe to something called Ipsy.com. They send out a monthly bag of makeup goodies. You can tell them what shade of makeup you use, if you want a new lipstick each month, mascaras, face care products. It's been a great way for me to get an amazing assortment of travel size samples from really good brands. But like this lipstick is super small. This is the size of my cell phone. This is the size of the lipstick. It's super small. And this would last me easily for several days. But I tend to be a person that takes more than one lipstick. But at least when they're smaller, you can pack more in. Same with foundations. If you know there's a certain brand or color, Ipsy.com, there's also a couple sites that sell travel size cosmetics that you might want to look at. The other thing we shared was shoes. These are by Skechers. I love how flat they go. This is a shower cap, which you can see over time the elastic does get stretched out. But using the shower cap that is often free in your hotel lets me wrap these shoes up and keep them from touching other things in my suitcase. They also will pack super flat, so that's important. The other things, again, looking for clear plastic containers that you can use for multiple purposes. Dollar store is great for that. Hunt around your house. I think I got this plastic case with a phone battery or camera battery of some kind, a portable charger. What I like is it does fit. I could put first aid, I could make a mini first aid kit out of this. For me, I've been using it to keep right now just my vitamin C packs, which I always travel with these because when we travel, our immune system does tend to get a little compromised. So I make sure I have enough for every day and kind of just drink it as I'm going. Really good because there's often it's easy even in summertime to pick up a cold or, a flu as you get run down. The other thing I love is a company called Hideaway, which I came across at the travel goods show last year in Las Vegas. They'll probably be here in Vegas again. And what I liked was this collapsible everyday carry for hot drinks. This works for hot drinks, cold drinks. This is about the size of a coffee cup once it's completely pulled out. And I love that the lid, I'm going to leave the plastic on, there's stainless steel around the top. And then the top of the lid actually has a little top that you can open to sip out of. And the brilliant thing is it collapses into the size of basically a big hockey puck, and it goes flat, takes up a lot less space than maybe my water container that I would probably travel with. So they also have a water bottle style, and right now they do have 50% off on their website today only, which is January 14th. This one also came with its own um, uh, I don't remember what you call those things that keep your hands from being burned when you carry your mug around. So that's really helpful. I always talk about my jacket, which is one of those down jackets that squishes into nothing. Even when I went to Egypt, I thought the nights might get cold, and I was flying out of JFK, out of New York. And even sometimes when you have to get from the airport to a cab or to an Uber to get to a hotel, I just thought it was important to have a jacket. You never know if the plane's going to be too cold. You could also use this just for, it didn't rain in Egypt, but, it's good to have just something that'll squish down into basically nothing. And when you're going on and off the plane, this doesn't count as space in your luggage. So there's that. The other thing I find completely helpful, for me at least, and it's something that you can decide on your own, is packing cubes. There's several different kinds. Amazon, usually you can get a set of packing cubes for about $10 and get several different sizes. Sometimes you have to find the size that works best for you to go in your luggage. I do like this one. It's got the mesh, so if I put a colored shirt in here, I'm going to know what's in this bag. The other thing is to get different sets so that maybe you can mark or put a tag around the top and put, jeans, or sometimes I pack by outfit. So that way, if I'm on a road trip and I'm just going to be one night in a particular hotel, instead of dragging my whole suitcase in and up 3 flights of stairs in a New England bed and breakfast, I can just pull out my backpack and maybe the outfit cube that I need for that evening or for the next day. So that's been a time saver, a space saver. Other things we covered was washing sheets. I should be able to show you the sheets that they're laundry sheets. Always pack extra. I'm a big proponent. I love my plastic Ziploc bags. I always go to dollar store and get just a new box, a whole bunch of different sizes of Ziplocs, because if you have a 2 or 3 gallon bag, you can use that for washing. One of the women that joined us tonight shared about getting one of those wet bags, which if you are kayaking or a boater, you know all about a wet bag and they pull at the top, but that makes a great portable washing machine in a sense. Put in your detergent, put your clothes in, agitate it, and now you've also got something to put your shoes, your wet swimsuit in to your suitcase. So I found that that's very helpful. We also talked about the beauty of wool clothes. Right now I am wearing, this is actually a sweater I got off of eBay, and it's actually by Limited. It's a wool and nylon combination. It is very super thin. It is a V-neck, but right now I always oftentimes will take the label out of the sweater, just carefully cut it out, and then I can wear a V-neck backwards or in the front over a tank top. So it makes it a little more versatile. If it's a cooler day, I might want to keep my neck here warm and, put a scarf on over the back, but it just gives me more options. This was sold probably a few years ago, but I've actually layered sometimes a couple of these really thin wool sweaters for extra warmth depending on what the temperature is. It's always good to kind of research historically what the weather has been, but have an assortment of things in case it gets cooler or hotter than you think it might be. Wool is any natural fiber, but wool dries quickly. It wicks moisture. It keeps you cool. It will keep you warmer. It's a great fabric. It doesn't retain body odors, so it's a really great travel item. And we did talk about a company called WoolX, who has leggings, they have dresses, they have t-shirts, and yes, they may cost a little bit more, but look online. You may be able to find something on eBay, your local thrift store, and start searching, maybe months before you plan to travel, or when you're not traveling. That's always a good time to look for these extra things that may come in handy. The other thing I always have is this strap that goes on my phone. I got this off of Amazon. It really just stretches over my cell phone and the strap goes around my neck. So now I can be wearing my cell phone. Oftentimes when we're photographing, or taking a short video. This way it's attached around my neck. It's not going to go anywhere. I can wear it while I'm eating at a restaurant. I literally, even in my daily life now, I tend to just take this and maybe a small wallet when I go grocery shopping. And this way, I'm not setting this down in my grocery cart. It's not in my back pocket where it might slide out or where someone might unsuspecting, pull it out and disappear with it. It is literally around my neck. It's going to stay right here. We also talked about a little wallet that goes on your bra strap so that you can tuck your cash or extra valuables underneath your bra. This is a great way to hide extra things. I also have a waist pack that is stretchy and made out of a lace fabric with it's got some little rubber strips so it doesn't slide. I use that on my travel day because I'm able to stick my passport right in there around my waist. And then I'm wearing it. Should we have to evacuate that plane, it's not in my carry-on. It's on my person, so it's going to go with me. I think those are things that are really important on travel day, on the day you're flying, on the day that you're making transitions on a train, a bus, any of that. Other goodies really quick before I sign off for tonight. We talked about tablets for toothpaste. Again, something to try out ahead of time. So far, I haven't actually tried them myself. I'm still taking my own toothpaste in a tube. I pick up those little tubes at the dollar store, find a brand that you like and keep that. But again, my goal when I'm doing carry-on, or even if I am checking a bag, because I have a lot of photography gear that's going to take space in my backpack or my extra bag on board the plane, I'm really downsizing my toiletries, and I'm not going to put toiletries in my checked bag unless it's a backup, like a backup set of shampoo and conditioner or something. Because should that checked bag not make it to my destination the same night, now I don't have, my toiletries. I don't have my toothpaste, or other things that I might want to have, my makeup, my moisturizer, whatever that may be, or what that looks like. So it's important to keep all that in your, in your baggie with your things. So thanks again, everyone, for joining me. We'll do other updates on travel and packing tips. I hope you'll comment below, check out the links, and we'll see you next Tuesday. We're going to be doing a series of these. Again, thank you so much. This is April with the-travelcollective.com. Thanks, guys.